Hi everyone, good morning. Your friend Nirajan here. So today I'm going to cover this Agentforce deployment quick look. How a agent is deployed in different channels. We'll cover this Trailhead module. Before the deployment stage comes in, there are a few more other stages like how to ideate about the agent, how we can design the agent, what are the agent setups, how we can configure the agents with the prompts and instructions, how we can experiment our agent, how it is performing and all, and then we can deploy it to the different channels, and then we can analyze and improve by the help of monitoring. This is the whole overall life cycle of an agent. Now suppose if we want to deploy an agent from one stage to another stage, so what are the things we must consider, so you must adhere. So before we start the deployment process, we must launch our deployment strategy. We must configure the agent connections in our sandboxes environments and production environments, and we have a complete end-to-end testing of our agents, whether the data is having the actual AI governance or not, the data is grounding or not. Everything we have to check thoroughly, then only we move for the launch of our agents. So what basically so basically before rolling out the agent to the actual users, we must roll out our agent to the set of groups or small control groups or the users, so that they can test whether the agent is having good response or not. And if there is any feedback on that agent, we must refine the agent performance and then gradually roll out to the other users. So there are different options for agent deployment. Agent can be deployed in multiple channels. There are two popular type of agents, that is agent for service agent and agent for employee agent. So service agent can be deployed to multiple channels such as enhanced chat or web service or messaging channels or emails, digital experience sites, and so on and so forth. As employee agents also can be deployed on different channels such as Salesforce Lightning Experience, mobile, Slack, and enhanced web chats. When you see this image, so it is having the connection section where you can add your connections, where you want to share this agent. You can share across the different channels such as emails, web, or other forms. And here you can see the resource for service agent deployment is enhanced chat, and the email, we can deploy this in those channels. And we can also deploy employee agents to the Lightning Experience and Salesforce Mobile, and then Slacks and enhanced web chat. So suppose when we want to deploy our agent to staging or production environments, we must adhere few. The first thing is the metadata components for the Agentforce. What are the agent for actions, flows, and then topics, instructions, all sorts of things. So you can check out by clicking on this one. Here are the few metadata that we need to keep in our metadata package, that is agent's action, agent's topics, prompt template, and agent template. So these are the things. We can also retrieve our metadata from the sandbox using the CLI, Salesforce CLI. We must, if there is an action included, including apex or flows or prompt template, then we must also include those things, also include the permission sets assigned to the agent users. Always verify that the necessary license for your agent is present in the target org to deploy the agents. Also verify that Einstein setup or Agentforce or Data 360 clouds are enabled in the target org or not, otherwise it will fail. We can also create the agent user in the target org so that deployment CI jobs will never fail because of that. If we are using enhanced chat, embedded service deployment, or omni-channel flows, deploy the functionality to the target org beforehand so that it will not fail if there is any connection between connection for the Salesforce agent or agent. Then we can deploy those metadata to the target org using the Salesforce CLI or the continuous integrations using any form of GitHub Actions or CI/CD jobs or Copado and GearSet, maybe anything, and then verify that the agent is active or not. Also add the deployed permission set to the agent user so that it can perform the privilege, it can do the job for your works and all. Make sure if there is a flows or something, it may have the correct version active in your target org so that it will do the exact thing what you have configured for. Also, if your uses agent embedded service deployments, publish the web deployment in the target org beforehand. So these are the things we have to consider. And then let's see the quiz for this one. So where can you deploy employee agent? Sorry, we can deploy employee agent on Slack. So here it is already mentioned. So we can deploy it in on Slack, and email is for the service agent deployment. Okay, so what should you do after deploying an agent from sandbox to production. So we must validate the agent metadata and its permissions are correct or not. We'll check quiz answer. Yeah, and this is fine. That's all for this one. And if you want a detailed hands-on, or if you want to see how we can deploy from sandbox or scratch org, how we can deploy the agent by taking all the metadatas from one org to another org, please comment. We'll try to make the videos if that one with the demos how we can configure and deploy agents using Gaset or CI jobs. That's all. Thank you.